Chapter 54, Entering the Stage Part 4. But after he compared the spirit water to the spring water in the back mountain, he found out that not only did the spirit water contain several times more spiritual energy, but it also had some other uses. After his careful analysis, he found out that the spirit water could help one retain a youthful look. If it was regularly taken, then one could look young forever. He only took a few drops and immediately noticed this effect. This realization made him very excited. It has to be said that only after one reaches the nascent soul stage would they live forever. But when that happens, it has already been hundreds, if not thousands, of years. Zhang Quang knew that if this spirit water was taken out to exchange with other sects, they would go crazy for it, especially the female cultivators at the foundation building or core formation stages. But when he went to check again, he had already lost Wang Lin's shadow. There were only a few dozen inner disciples in the Heng Yue sect. He checked them all, but couldn't find one that was similar. He was depressed for a long time because of this. He had also checked up on Wang Lin, but after finding that Wang Lin was only at the third layer, he didn't think it was Wang Lin. But now, he was 100% sure that that person was Wang Lin. This confirmation had no logical reason. It was purely based on his intuition. This Wang Lin has already reached such a high cultivation level. Good thing I didn't do anything to him back then. Alas, the secret of the spirit water must be buried in my heart. It doesn't matter if Wang Lin is really that person or not, because the cultivation world is too cruel. Not to mention fellows from the same sect, even brothers would kill each other. With Wang Lin's cultivation, I won't be able to fight back at all. Zhang Quang decided to never mess with Wang Lin. He also involuntarily remembered that back in the back mountain, he thought that Wang Lin wasn't even at the first layer and gave him a lift. He wondered what Wang Lin thought about that back then. There was that time at the river in the back mountain too. While thinking about it, Zhang Quang shivered. He was glad that he didn't do anything back then, or it would have been over for him. It's not that he didn't wonder about how Wang Lin had become so strong, but with Wang Lin's current cultivation level, he immediately stopped himself. He felt that if he kept thinking about it, he would throw his life away. Brother Zhang, who had always scolded Wang Lin to train harder, felt very perplexed. He looked at Wang Lin and gloomily said, "This Wang Lin is someone I personally brought over from the Wang family. He is clearly a normal youth. When he tried to commit suicide, it was I who saved him as well. It's been 5 years and so much has changed. He is now the Heng Yue sect's #1 disciple. Fate is simply too cruel. I have painstakingly cultivated for 10 years and have only reached the 6th layer." If the Xuandao sect was surprised before, they were now shocked. Zhou Peng could explain the first time as him being careless, but on the second and third times, he was again and again sent flying, each time with one move. Especially that third time. Zhou Peng removed his yellow talisman and used his full cultivation, but was still beat with one move. This caused all of the Xuandao sect people to be stunned. Liu Feng's jaw fell and he didn't regain his senses for a long time. He was convinced that Wang Lin was the Heng Yue sect's ace. He thought, senior brother wasn't careless before, but was simply weaker than Wang Lin. However, senior brother is already at the 12th layer. What level of cultivation has Wang Lin reached? Liu Feng muttered, in a tone of disbelief. Could he have already reached foundation building? The female disciple named Aoyang, who laughed at Wang Lin before for trying to feed the centipedes small animals, was also stunned. The senior brother she admired the most lost. Liu Mei's eyes lit up even more. She had become even more interested in Wang Lin. She secretly thought, he indeed has many secrets. I realized that something was wrong 3 days ago when he was the first person to recover from my charm technique. Several other disciples couldn't even say a word because senior brother was their hero, an expert. But now, this expert was beaten by someone else, and beaten in one move without any chance of fighting back. This caused them all to begin to doubt the techniques taught at the Xuandao sect. Elder Aoyang's expression was like Huang Long's expression when the Heng Yue sect's disciples lost all those battles before. His face was very bitter. He deeply looked at Wang Lin and was shocked. With his 14th layer cultivation, no matter how he looked at Wang Lin, he could only see that Wang Lin was at the 3rd layer. Is he really a Heng Yue sect inner disciple? Has he already reached foundation building? How else would I be unable to see his cultivation level? The other two elders' faces were also very pale. The 3 matches Zhou Peng fought made them understand Wang Lin's power. This was when one of the Xuan Dao sect disciples suddenly whispered, "What technique did he use? Why do I feel like he used the attraction technique?" A disciple on the side started to analyze with a serious expression. Attraction technique? Not possible. That is the lowest level of technique. How could it contain that much power? If you ask me, it must be some lost ancient technique. You see him waving his hand like it's the attraction technique, but that must be used to cover up this ancient technique. This Wang Lin is too sly. But from how I see it, it looks exactly like the attraction technique. I often practice it myself. I could wave my hand and make objects fly any way I want, just like what happened to senior brother. Another disciple added, but on those last few words, his voice became very faint. Another disciple said, while rubbing his chin, "Forget it. You try and do what Wang Lin just did. This can't be the attraction technique it can be." The other disciples started to discuss what technique Wang Lin used. Some even went and directly asked the 3 elders. Elder Aoyang and the other 2 elders bitterly laughed. He sighed and said, "This is not the attraction technique. I have never seen such a powerful attraction technique. From what I saw, this must be the long-lost dragon capture hand." Dragon capture hand? The other 2 elders were stunned. They had never heard of this dragon capture hand, but they couldn't see through what technique Wang Lin used either, because it just looked too similar to the attraction technique. Elder Aoyang let out a dark sigh and thought, "This old man can't see through it either. If I say I don't know, it will lose me too much face, so I can only make something up."